Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Bree, and today I'm sadly going to be ruining my own childhood apparently. So there's this video called 7 Cartoon Facts That Will Ruin Your Childhood, and like most people, or a lot of people, I don't know, I'm a 90s baby, so I grew up watching Rugrats, like all that good stuff, As Told by Ginger, blah blah blah, all those bomb shows. So I'm a little nervous to watch this because I still watch those shows occasionally and I don't want to ruin it, but whatever. So yeah, let's watch this video. I wonder if I've ever noticed any of these things. That's what I'm like hoping for. I've noticed it, but probably not.
Cartoons are a huge part of life as a kid. There's a reason all those 90s shows continue to reference Nicktoons, even though some of those shows are over 20 years old at this point. And that's okay. These cartoons can bring us joy as we remember the simpler, easier times in our lives. Unfortunately, none of us can stay naive children forever.
It's a cute shirt.
That's why we're here to help ruin your childhood. My name is Tim, and today on Channelfrederator, we're listing 7 facts about your favorite cartoons that will wreck your beautiful memories forever. Number 1. Helga's mother hits the smoothies hard in Hey Arnold. Miriam Bataki is a bit disheveled. Okay, that's a bit of an understatement. She slurs her words, looks dizzy, unsteady in her feet, and at times passes out without knowing where she is or what she's doing. You almost think there must be something in that juice of Nearly every time we see her, Miriam is either holding a smoothie or making one. No, the show never states out and out that this might be alcohol, but the comparisons are easy to make, and it's easy to see how it tears this family apart. Helga feels unloved because her mother so frequently forgets that she even exists. It's hard not to see Miriam as an alcoholic. Also, in The Beaver Queen, when Helga's dropped off from school, Arnold is quick to ask if Miriam got her license back, which, by the way, she didn't. None of this is proof, per se, but considering that the show was meant for a young crowd, I doubt standards and practices would let you get away with anything more obvious. In general, this show didn't pull many punches when it came to serious issues, but don't be surprised when watching it when it goes to some dark places. Number 2. Christopher Robin didn't always want to be Christopher Robin from Winnie the Pooh. Did you know that Christopher Robin was based on a real boy also named Christopher Robin and born in 19...
Oh my god, that's like the scariest picture I've ever seen. Like, look at his little face, and the teddy bear looks like it's possessed. Oh no. Oh no.
His father was A.A. Milne, author of the storybooks that would later become a Disney behemoth and spawn some of the most recognizable cartoon characters in history. Also video game characters if you count Kingdom Hearts. Now, I've only played 2, but the Winnie the Pooh sections were the best. A.A. Milne based Winnie the Pooh on a 2-foot-tall teddy bear he gifted his son for his first birthday.
That is like the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. Why would you give that to your child? And why is he so excited, like happy?
Christopher Robin became a household name. It turns out that being associated with a fictional character might not be all it's cracked up to be. In an autobiography, he wrote, "It seemed to me almost that my father had got where he was by climbing on my infant shoulders, that he had filched from me my good name and left me nothing but empty fame." Those are pretty dark words about a character known for being cheery. How does it feel to know the characters that brought you so much joy as a child came at the expense of another child's happiness?
Why would you be excited about that?
Fortunately, we're here to retroactively ruin your childhood and balance everything out. In his later years, Christopher Robin would go on to serve in World War II as a Royal Corps engineer before opening a bookstore with his wife. Also, when people would come in and ask for autographs, he would ask in turn for a donation to a children's charity, which is really cool. Number 3. Squidward from SpongeBob SquarePants may be an exhibitionist. Do you ever wonder why Squidward Tentacle never wears pants? Squidward is a bit odd. His name implies he is a squid,
he's a squid,
but parts of his anatomy imply octopus. Also, despite being the most uptight, he doesn't wear pants. Something even Patrick manages.
Oh yeah.
Pull your pants up, Patrick.
He has so many legs.
The internet has a theory about this because of course it does. There's evidence to suggest that he wouldn't need pants because what we think of as Squidward's nose is, for lack of a better word, his sea cucumber.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, what? No. No.
Steven Healdsburg has never explicitly discussed this feature of Squidward's anatomy. He knows marine biology and is likely aware that the male reproductive organs of a squid, which is disproportionately large compared to other animals, is located near its beak. It's a stretch, sure,
Ew.
but you're gonna have trouble getting it out of your head the next time you see Squidward playing with a leaf blower. Had a good run, childhood. Had a good run. Number 4. Ariel of the Little Mermaid.
Oh, come
is a
on.
compulsive
You can't
hoarder.
ruin the Little
If you're a
Mermaid.
Disney
Like,
fan
oh my
and
God,
grew up
what?
watching the Little Mermaid, you know all the words to Part of Your World. A sweet song
Kind
about
of.
Ariel's desire to join
She's
humans
so
above the sea.
adorable.
Aw. But how much
No.
thought have you given to Ariel's obsession with objects as she sings? Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete?
God.
The problem
She's
is,
a hoarder.
yes, Ariel, your collection is indeed complete. It's a little too complete. We see the princess raiding abandoned boats for random stuff to bring back to a secret
she
hiding
likes
place,
collecting
which is already
things.
filled to the brim with more
She
random
can't like to
stuff.
collect things?
And she
Like,
regularly
what?
risks the lives of her friends to feed this compulsion.
That is so
That
dramatic.
boat that we mentioned her raiding at the beginning of the film, remember them evading a shark in said boat? That's the most frightening part of the movie, and it all happens so that Ariel can get her hands on a shiny new dingle hopper. She may try to
I mean,
justify
who
herself
doesn't
by
need a
arguing
shiny
that she
new
just
dingle
finds
hopper?
things
Like-
that belong to two-legged humans fascinating. But the people
Yo.
who diagnose problems like these, like researchers, would point her disposition towards dysposophobia, or the fear of throwing stuff away. You know,
she's a
hoarding.
hoarder.
It's a form of obsessive-compulsive disorder. People who suffer from it are often
But they make it
impulsive
look
and
so
seem to find
acceptable and
emotional
cute in
connection
a
to the
movie.
objects they collect, no matter how useless they are, as Ariel does. Might just be time for Disney to roll out another sequel in conjunction with TLC. Still, it's better than the outcome of the original Little Mermaid.
What?
Spoiler alerts, that Little Mermaid died. The lesson was to listen to your parents. Number 5. Ed, Edd and Eddy suffered through more than most kids can
I've heard, like,
imagine.
multiple
The
things
Kanker
about Ed, Edd
sisters
and Eddy,
didn't get
like-
along too well with the Eds.
I used to love
Unlike
that
all
show.
the other kids in the neighborhood, this was because the Eds hated the sisters, and not the other way around. When you're young, this might look like a classical cooties thing, but something's off here. The sisters are introduced as a female counterpart to the Eds, but their
Yeah?
behavior through the seasons shows them as bullies and textbook stalkers who on more than one occasion attempt to force themselves onto the unwilling Eds. They don't get typical cartoon goo-goo eyes. They get violent and controlling. They'll drag them
yeah.
off screen somewhere, and suddenly this is less childhood crush and more special victims unit. Through episodes, Lee, Marie, and May have done pretty alarming things, including threatening to kiss them, actually kissing them without consent, and trying to lure the Eds into
You
a
know,
marriage
a couple of
ceremony without
childhood
their
rapists.
knowledge. In one episode, the
What?
sisters undress the boys after their clothes get muddy. In another, the Eds are hypnotized into acting
Okay, I
as the
do
sisters'
remember that
dogs.
episode,
It's no
I
wonder
do.
the boys are terrified of the Kanker sisters. The sisters are
The
among the
Kanker
scariest
sisters?
trios in
Like,
children's cartoon
Kankersaur?
history. Number
Ew.
6. The Rugrats cast made some of the dirtiest jokes out there. We think it's safe to say that for a cartoon about
I
a
love the
group of
Rugrats.
infants crawling around in their diapers, Rugrats got away with some pretty raunchy humor. First, Tommy's screwdriver. It's no secret that Tommy liked to hide things in his diaper.
mean, where
and
else
when
is he gonna
Tommy
put
finds
it?
his finger stuck in a Chinese finger trap in an episode, he comments that he needs something hard and thin to get the trap off, then sticks his hand into his diaper to pull out a screwdriver. That's Grandpa Lou. It seems he knows what he likes when it comes to adult entertainment, because when he rents a few videos, he doesn't forget to pick up Lonely Space Vixens.
That's for after you go to bed.
He tells Tommy and Chuck, two innocent tots that probably wondered, what are space vixens and why are they so lonely? Then there are two
my
babies who show up
gosh.
in the Rugrats movie. When one baby complains, man, they cut my cord, the other lifts his own diaper to look south. He then remarks, consider yourself lucky. But perhaps the most brazen joke comes from Angelica. While coloring in class along with Susie, she decides to explore a more artistic side and deface Susie's drawing of their teacher.
Oh my.
And how she does this? Why, by giving the drawing funny glasses and a nose the size of Squidward's. And what does this look like together? Well, it looks like what Squidward's nose might actually be. It may have feigned innocence,
I mean,
but we know
Angelica
the
was a
truth.
bitch
Rugrats
anyway,
was a test
so,
of how far it could go while our
what do you
parents weren't paying
expect?
attention. They were very impressionable.
Oh
Number
my
7.
gosh.
Most of your favorite childhood cartoon characters are voiced by the same exact people.
Really?
You've probably grown up to fall in love with a lot of fictional characters. They have their own distinct identities, personalities, and
But they're all the same
vulnerabilities, But they
person.
often have something in common. Most of your beloved cartoon friends were voiced by only a handful of people. Sure, this is just as true for on-screen
How
actors,
can you have
but
that
we're
many
talking about
voices
the
locked
sacred bonds
inside of you? Isn't that
childhood.
Timmy Turner?
And many of these friendly faces all share the same face underneath. Sometimes one person is multiple characters in the same show.
What?
Let's take a look at one of my favorite voice actors in all of existence, legend D. Bradley Baker. I'm not going to tell you what characters he did because he often did multiple characters per show. So let's see how many shows he was involved in
did
that I can
mostly
name in a
animals.
single breath. Cow and Chicken, I Am Weasel, The Wild Thornberries, Rocket Power,
I
Time Squad,
love
Jackie Chan Adventures,
Wild
Static Shock, Harvey
Thornberries.
Birdman, Attorney at Law, Dexter's Laboratory, Chalk Zone, Totally Spies,
Nuh-uh, he was in Totally
Jack,
Spies,
Power,
too.
What's New, Scooby-Doo, Teen
Like,
Titans,
that was
Dora,
my
Explorer,
shit.
Life and Times of Junior Police, Codename Kids Next Door, The Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob SquarePants, Happy Feet, Avatar, The
I'm
Last
being a
Airbender, The
kid.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, Star Wars, The Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, Star Wars Detours, Steven Universe. And that's not the full list. That's maybe a third of his credits. And he can play several characters in each. Chances are, the characters you loved as a child were probably all the same person. And if that doesn't destroy childhood cartoon magic, I don't know what does. Except maybe that it instills in you a new appreciation for the magic that is Key Bradley Baker.
Like that's amazing talent that you can voice multiple characters in a show. Like, some characters have like such distinct voices. It's crazy.
Also, if you haven't already, we have another installment of 60 Degrees out. So if you liked that,
well, definitely learned some new things today about my favorite childhood shows. Things I never would have realized or noticed. Even if I watched it today, the Rugrats thing, I probably would have picked up on that. But there's like some stuff I would have never in a bajillion years been like, oh my god. Wow. It makes me want to go watch cartoons now. Honestly, you can't really ruin it for me. Like, they're my favorite cartoons, so I'm gonna watch them. But anyways, if you like this video, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Don't forget to do that. And I will see you guys next time.